Ever hear about these guys, old school fishing team out of Chesapeake Bay? They slay the striped bass. You gotta check these guys out.
Let me have a look. Let me have a look. Wow, that's a cow. Now that looks cool.
Hope the owner isn't cranky. So there's a dredge way out there. And here's the hose. Got that big hose down there sucking up the bottom. Look at that, those fish are sitting right by that hose. They're sitting right by the hose, man. Anything to break that current. See that, guys? Anything to break that current. Wow! Look at them all on that hose. Holy cow, I love it. All right, so we're gonna drift over that. Port side, put them down, thick as snot. I don't know, is it a hose or a pipe? What is it? I know it's flexible. The marine guys will crucify you if you say hose when you should have said pipe, or pipe when you should have said hose. Thick. Between 25 and 15 feet down. They're suspended more. I gotta put that other live sonar down and see them by that pipe. There's Tim catching him right off the pipe over here. I'm not sure if we're supposed to be here. On the other side, go right around the bow. I'm gonna back this away from it. I gotta back this away from this obstruction, Tommy. Hold on, he's hooked up. Look at the screen. Actually, I'm not. Dave, if you don't hook up here, bro, we can't help you. Oh, we can't help you. Just keep, yeah, horse them a little bit, Tim, because there's obstruction right down there. Doesn't say like keep back a certain amount of footage, right?
You don't have to move, Mike?
Yeah, we gotta move because we're hitting it.
Dude, I don't want to go anywhere.
Is that on a delay?
It's not going down.
Hooked up.
Do what Tim is doing. Tim, what are you doing, man? Tim's dialed in. There's his fish fighting. You can see the braid, where the braid goes to fluorocarbon. So his fish is in there. There's his fish fighting. I don't see the line now. Lots of fish right under your feet, Dave. There he is. I don't see the line now. Look at the spoon. I see the spoon in his mouth. He's coming up, coming up. There's 5 fish following Tim's. 1, 2, 3, 4. At least 4 following Tim's. Coming up, they're following it.
Oh, yeah.
You see him?
I do.
Yep. Is there a lot with him? I can see there's lots of fish swimming with him. Dave, swing around and get a little closer and poach one off him.
This guy's the group leader. El Guapo.
El Guapo. I'm still here, El Guapo.
Look at this. Look at this guy. Mike, get ready.
Ready. Good, Tim. Good one. Oh, yeah. Is the line loose?
Yep, you're loose.
Tommy's too honest. The one that got away is always bigger.
It was bigger.
It wasn't bigger. Tim, how many you got? 6?
Nice.
Good boy.
Yeah, I have to catch one on a spoon. I had one hook up, that was it.
You catch 1 or 2, you'll go, ah.
That's what I did.
Yep. It'll make total sense to you, but there you go.
I think I'm doing what all big boys doing.
It could be just 1 inch of difference, man. And it's not that you're maybe not doing something that's not getting hits. You may be doing plenty to get hit, but wherever it's hitting, you're not feeling it maybe. There they are. They're hanging right behind that piling. Big marks here, guys. Really nice fat big marks. I like it. I like it.
Feel that thump, you just cross their eyes right there.
What?
You feel that thump, you just cross their eyes?
Yeah, immediately before they drop it.
That's probably what I'm not doing.
Yeah, you feel any tick at all, yank. All right, line's in.
I'm feeling like hard thump, but not really.
Oh yeah, they're under the boat already.
Look at it.
Oh! Oh! Oh yeah, brother. Come on. Come on, play with me.
Woo! Green there, huh? So other than getting jiggy with it, Tim, what is your technique?
I am.
Why are you catching so many fish today?
I hit the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
I give it one reel up.
All right.
The bottom. So, and then if I don't get anything for a few times, then I check the bottom again to make sure I'm just off the bottom.
Oh, nice, Dave.
I was feeling that thump many times. I didn't.
Oh, really? Okay. Dave is hooked up front. All right, bring him to me, Tim.
Number 7 for me today.
So Dave took a little bit, but he got dialed in. So what happens? You were feeling the tick, but you weren't.
It was a tick. I just thought it was the bait like coming to the end of
Hooked up.
It was really hits.
Right.
Just didn't set the hook on.
Yep. It's always on the drop.
Yep.
You'll be dropping down, and it's just that tick, and you just gotta set the hook before that fish drops it.
It wants nothing to do with coming out of this one.
Because so it turned into a triple, right? Tim was hooked up. Dave swung his spoon close to Tim. His active fish turned the fish on. Under Dave's spoon, he hooked up. Tim let his go. His active fish made Tim's bite. Yeah, your drag was a little too loose there, Dave. That's a nice big fish, though. The drag was loose, so that fish was able to go over and get into trouble. Okay. Oh. Ready on what? The gold?
Trying my best, but I got a fish on.
Woo. He's a little guy.
Now I lost count. Was that 9 or 8?
Good job. You got me?
Yep.
Go grow, baby.
He just wrapped around his tail.
You gotta resist the birds.
Hooked up.
Got there.
Got a little guy. Thank you. Today's my day. Hooked up.
What are you gonna meet, Timmy?
We're in
Good job, Tim. If I said it once, I said it a million times. Look what humps do. Look at the fish attracted to that hump. Fish those ledges and humps. Start by looking there. They just get all attracted to it, man. Okay, it's only 8 foot. We're up on the hump right now.
Awesome.
How crazy is that? Put them down, Mike. They are Sick. Right on that drop off, coming down from that hump. Super thick under us, man. From 6 feet all the way to 20 feet. Very thick. Incredible. Incredible.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Nice. I heard that.
There you go, Bob.
I heard that drag sing. You feeling the twitching? Feel the twitch? Rigged for fire drill. I'm for depth charge. Chief, I see you brought your rubbers. Look at them boats up on them rocks. I wish their mothers had never met their fathers. So much life. Bait, stripers. Bait, stripers. Here we go. Thank you, Captain. Go grow. That's what we want to see. What a coincidence, right on the hump. It's a mega snotchel. Mega snotchel. See that right inside that hump? Current goes this way. Bass just sits there. Lines down. Why those fish? See how they're all mostly stacked behind the hump? There's some in the front too, but you just sit right there, let the current bring the bait to them. That's why humps and ledges are great places to look. All those fish. Up in 7 feet of water, man. They're sitting right on top of this hump, Mike. That shows you how valuable side scan is, guys. I see all these fish in only 7 feet of water. Look at that. They're all up here on top of the hump. It's a lot of fish. Those are all striped bass in the 5 to 10 pound range. Some bigger ones mixed in. Earlier they weren't on top of the hump. Now they are. Now they're looking to eat. Look at that.
Was that 2.5 hours trying to find these fish?
2 hours of looking.
2 hours of
And
looking.
once we found them, it's only been a few minutes of fishing.
Yeah. The second I dropped that spoon down.
Yeah. Gold and silver.
Send her back. Make more.
The first thing you have to do, or pay attention to, is you have to figure out what these fish are relating to, okay? You can see these fish are kind of spread out, but if you look, you see there's a hump right here, right? So although these fish are spread out, when we get to the cluster of fish that are positioning where they're going to feed, they're relating to the structure on the bottom. In this case, it's a hump. They're relating to that hump and they're using that hump to feed. Current comes through, bigger fish have to work hard in current. The bigger they are, the more the current, the harder they have to work, and they don't want to do that. They'll get behind these humps and little depressions in the bottom, anything to get a break out of that current, and wait for big fish to come by. You know, ambush. And you can see we're coming up on the hump, and you can see how those arches are right there on that hump as we come up. See that there? So we know that this group of fish here is relating to the hump. So if I didn't see fish spread out, so if I came out here and I only saw the fish sitting on that hump right there, and those are the only fish I marked, and it was thick and they were all together, I would cut bait fish there. I would anchor up right on top of that hump, and I just drop cut bait right on their heads. But we're not only seeing the fish on that hump there, but they're actually spread out as well. So we're coming down the hump, and you can see we're still seeing some around the bottom, and you can see those marks right there. Stripers a little bit on the bottom. So right when the hump flattens out, That's where the thick concentration is. So that's what they're related to right there. They're relating to that little bottom of the hump, right where it goes from the ledge dropping off to the flat bottom, right in there. They're relating to that. So, and they're there because they want to feed. They're staying out of the current, just looking for bait to come by. So we're going to drift by with the current. We're going to throw the baits, our casting up current, and pull them down with the current. So we could probably catch some fish if we threw down current and pulled up, but that's not the direction they're facing. They're facing, so they're waiting for those fish to come by. You know, so we want to cast up current, work our baits down current, so it passes in front of them when they're ready in their ambush position. We don't want to do the opposite. We don't want to throw down current and pull up, because bait fish, you know, it's not very natural for a bait fish to swim up against the current for no reason, right? And they're not, the bass won't be faced that way. Just little things like that, you know, that you can still catch plenty of fish casting all different directions, but you really want to maximize your time and really concentrate your efforts. You gotta think about stuff like that. That's the judge rod. That's Rich Coulson's judge.
There you go.
Nice.
There you go. Thank you, baby. You made my day.
Pretty fish.
Your turn, baby.
Thumb sucker, you're fine.
It rained a whole lot last week or the week before that, and it pushes all that fresh water down the river, and it kills the salinity. It makes everything so fresh that it doesn't always push the stripers out, but it almost always pushes the bait out. They like that salinity. It hasn't rained in a few days, so we're hoping bait will start coming back further. Fish sitting on them. Fish sitting right inside them rocks, man. Fish sitting right in those rocks. He pulled one off at a rock pile. This was a very small, isolated group, dude, that we found, right?
Just bouncing it off the bottom, control going down. You know, just the same song and dance that we've been doing, you know, the past couple seasons. Doesn't feel like anything crazy, but, you know.
Real pretty fish, man. Real pretty.
There you go.
Good. Take this camera. Hear me, Mike.
Break the ice.
This was a real isolated group of fish that we found. We didn't see any good bait that we normally would look for.
All right.
We just saw a rock pile with some fish around it, and we stopped. And that's it. I didn't see any bait. Usually we look for good groups of bait first. But we found a rock pile and no bait. A couple fish on it. You put Big Mike over a group of fish with one of these spoons, and he's gonna catch it. Cool. Beautiful.
There it is.
Good job, bro.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, she got my hand. Let go of my finger.
How's that screen looking, Pop?
Good job, Mike. Way to break the ice.
It looks like a desert now.
I'm telling you, there was nothing. It was just one isolated little group.
Marshmallows.
They're after me, Lucky Charms.
I'm gonna come back a little bit and rock it sideways into that.
Holy cow. I didn't even know this rock pile was here. But look how high it comes off the bottom. Look at those fish sitting right behind it. So many fish. All right, guys, you see how these fish position themselves on that hump right there that comes down? They're hanging right behind it. What a pile of fish. Big fish too. Really big marks. They're coming right with us. So they're looking at your spoons for sure.
What's your technical name? Stripus maximus?
Stripus maximus, yeah, it's biggest fishes. Well, if this area looks familiar, we are back. We are back in Salem. We're going tails up with Joe Marciano.
What's going on? Looking to get some stripers today. Got a bucket full of mackerel, bucket full of liveys, and we're looking to be put on the fish right now. Right now we're over here right in this mooring area. A lot of people generally just drive by this area. They think, oh, there's a bunch of boats there. Why would there be fish there? But actually there's these rocks, these channel markers that are a big pile of rocks. And a lot of times these stripers love hanging by these rocks. So we're gonna toss a couple baits right near these rocks and hopefully get some fish.
So I'm going to use the motor guide here, and we're just going to sneak up on these fish. And right now we actually have, let's see, we have wind kind of sideways to the tide, which I'll take any day other than wind against tide. And we're going to pitch these bad boys up with the Valiants, the accurate Valiants, and we'll see what we can do. Nice, that didn't take long. Tommy got one ripped off. Yeah, he swallowed that mackerel like it was his job.
Oh, I can see one's chasing him too.
Sure.
Coming up with him.
Yeah, this water, man, it looks dark, but it is clear, man. It's nice. Beautiful, man. Another beautiful Salem fish. Way to get started. Good job, brother.
Got the skunk off the boat.
That's right. It didn't take long. It took less than a minute.
No. We're gonna let this one go, get a little bit bigger, and hopefully we'll get him next year when he's a nice 30 plus inch fish.
Yeah, 65-degree water.
There he goes, right down.
Man, look at that. Sweet. Oh.
There he is. See if the gods are a dead one. See if they're active.
He's buttoned up.
Where's he going?
Yeah.
Going back. Beautiful. Another nice fish. Needs to get a little bit bigger for us though. There he goes.
Beautiful. Nice job.
Good job, brother. It's the first time caught on video. This is paddle boarders. Don't frighten them. They can tell if you're not politically correct, and soon will be gone.
Where's those paddle boarders now?
Nice work, bro. Nice work.
Good job.
Just turned the still camera off.
I saw that.
Just got the baits in just because I was going to make an adjustment. And he was all over that chode. Good job, brother.
Good job, on.
You guys saw where we are. We are about 50 foot from the bank over here. And we're just chunking. Again, this is one of Joe's. This is one of Joe's spots. And he said, sit here and chunk it up and they'll come in. And there we were.
Leave a bait.
That was a chunk of that stuff. Hope the owner isn't cranky. That's what I keep Tommy around for, all the heavy muscle stuff. It's a half. Same rod, same spot.
Yeah, he's coming.
You can kill it quicker.
We're on again.
He's enormous.
Holy shit.
They're healthy though. We can get that piece back. We can get that piece of bait.
Oh my.
This is what we saw when we came in here.
Yeah, whoa.
So we pulled in and we just have the motor guide just keeping us totally still with the anchor. The anchor lock is just locked up on the same spot. And to mark these kind of fish in only 13 feet of water straight down under your cone, look at that. he's buttoned up, ladies and gentlemen.
Get out of there.
Turn the steering wheel first.
Get out of there.
He's buttoned up. Oh, you gotta keep that drag tizzy. Oh no, stay out of the pilings. You got it, dude. You got it.
Bring him over here.
Wicked striper.
I'm gonna crank him right in.
You're doing the right thing, man. Get him in.
Man, he was
Don't listen to Tommy. He's a bad influence on stripers everywhere.
He's a little
beautiful one. There we go.
We came in here and we were marking those fish. I'm not kidding. We weren't marking anything over there. We weren't marking anything over there. We came back in this little tiny pocket. The GoPro makes everything look big. We are close to this. Pretty fish, man. Ain't giant, but man, that is a fun fish to catch back in here.
Yeah, he's very freaking angry.
You're on, bro. You're on. Keep him out of the woods, brother. Keep him out of the woods. Out of the timber. Out of the timber. That's all. How we doing, Joe? How we
We're
doing?
doing good. We're buttoned up right now. Going crazy.
We're running all around the 228. Oh, we're trying to keep her out of the timber. It's all right. You got her. You got her where she needs to be. I got the sun right in your face. Okay, great. See that fish right there? You can see what Tommy's hand is? That's the size of that fish with a high chirp transducer. It's got a lot of green in it, just like the green in the bottom, so we know it's a good mark. And that's what it looks on down scan right there, in structure scan.
So that was the fish we just brought up?
That's the fish you just brought up right there.
Right. Nice. You can see it clear as day.
Yep, you can see him kicking right there, four dashes there. And that's how you learn your machine, you know?
Right. Beautiful.
And it's so clean. They're green here, man. So those fish right there, there's more of them down there.
Right when I started shaking that chum thing.
They did.
And two, I've never had a better fishing day than ones like with that high tide in the morning. Oh,
You're on.
it's a little guy, I think. Look at the screen now. Oh, that's probably just him being right there.
Old school. All right, guys, I appreciate you waiting until the end here. It's going to be worth it, I promise you. Okay, I have a saltwater chart here and a freshwater chart, and this is what I do. Say I'm going to launch right here. I'll immediately go to my chart, and I'm going to look for what I call humps. Okay, on the saltwater chart, the little round circles here. I'm going to go ahead and circle a bunch. You see I already circled a mess here. Now, these are not perfect humps on a saltwater chart. They're just any kind of obstruction, maybe a wreck, anything that protrudes off the bottom. And these big flat sandy areas, anything that sticks up off the bottom is going to hold fish. So I'll just go ahead and circle a bunch close to my ramp where I'm going to fish. And the higher the discrepancy, or the larger the discrepancy between the number in the circle and the surrounding numbers, the better. So you see one here, we have what, 104 feet of water, and this little one here is 24 foot. So that's quite a little pop off the bottom. That's going to hold fish. In saltwater, usually the downside edge for the current is going to be the best. So if the tide is coming in, flowing this direction, you want to start by fishing the down current side. Current can be funny sometimes, so definitely circle the whole area, look around. And once you learn these little humps and spots, you know, you can use different color coded markers for your best ones, your favorite ones. Maybe some work better in spring, some work better in fall, stuff like that. Make a little color coded chart. Moving over to our freshwater chart, it's a little easier because they'll show the actual humps and you'll see the contour lines around them. So say I'm going to launch over here. I'll go ahead and start circling my humps. You know, this is a chart I've used before, obviously. And even look at that little guy right there. And you pay attention to the lines, the contour lines that circle each one. If the lines are very close together, it means it's a very steep drop off. If they're far apart, it means it's more gradual. So you can learn a little more from the chart in freshwater, at least with these charts here. And that's it. You know, go ahead and circle it. I'm going to launch from here. I'm going to circle a mess. I'm going to run and check them all out. And, you know, once you learn what one hump does here and there, you'll start to learn from hump to hump what is better. And you'll just learn more and more. You just educate yourself the more you're out there. But it's about maximizing your time on the water. I'm calling this one the $1 Million Video because I started sharing these secrets many years ago. And I've had people email me and text me and call me and say, Mike, holy cow, what a difference this has made. We catch fish almost every single time we're out there now. We have a plan, we maximize our time, and it's a really fun way to fish. So if you watch this far into the video, hopefully you'll be rewarded with a really cool trick. I know it's very simple, and if you think of magic tricks, the coolest magic tricks are always solved with the simplest answers, right? The simplest ways, simplest methods are the answer to some of those complex tricks. Some people think I'm lying with this. I think it's too simple. Trust me, guys, this is a money trick. I hope you guys dig it. Please stay safe on the water. Leave a few for me. Please subscribe and give me a like. It really does help, and I really do appreciate it. Love you. Mean it.
All right, Eric is modeling our 2023 old school fishing jersey. He enjoys long walks on the beach, reading Tolstoy, and rubbing.
And shoulder rubs.
His name is Eric. Eric's wearing the Team Old School jersey with the gravy stains. Custom. BBA jerseys, man, these guys are fantastic.
Gravy
Family
stains?
deal.
No, that's a blood stain.
That's blood, that's fish blood. Stay safe on the water, leave a few for me.
Keep trying new things.
Tails up, sun's going.
Oh, we are on iPhone right now. We don't have you mean it's a big one?
Big one.
Max wants a bite. Max wants a bite. All right, well, we caught stripers, what, 4 different ways, 3 or 4 different ways today?
A couple different sizes. Shows you there's a good stock around here.
It sure is.
Let them go right back in the water.
Swing away.
Oh no, baby's
Tiny. Look at that little cutie. I'm telling you, hey, you're telling me that this bait's too big for a striper? No, sir. No, sir. Some awesome new friends.
Hell yeah.
How else better to end than with a Yoo-hoo toast?
We appreciate you guys a lot.
I appreciate you
Thanks for
taking
coming.
care of us. Oh, my pleasure, man.
Great day of fishing, man.
Bottom, I thought I was ticking bottom, but he was hitting the damn thing so hard. I knew it was a fish. Dude, he was pulling line quick. And this is the Ben Parker spoon. It's meant for largemouth. Let's keep that.
Dude, that's just light it up, man.
Yeah.
Nice. So for the first time ever, we got a max cam going. I've never seen anything like that.
Right, Max? You're the coolest cameraman in the history of the cameramen. Look at
He's
this.
ready to go.
It's Max Cam.
Ready for us to hook on some big stripers.
What's cooler than Max Cam? The answer is nothing.